Well, we are here today and we are just having a conversation with some really good friends of mine, and we wanted to share with you an amazing God story, a story that only God could do. And He has used each of us here to work His wonders. And I just want to introduce you today to my friend Jennifer Hembry and to Esther Knock and Watch. She has an amazing God story that only God can do. And so we just want to invite you to be part of this conversation with us as we sit here and talk about the stories that God has done through this and what He's birthed out of this. So, Jennifer, how are you doing?
I am doing great today, and I am very thankful how God is in the details of all three of our lives, and just how exciting it is to see the next step for you, Esther. It was in our longtime friendship. We've been prayer partners for many years. And she helped pray my son here, and then we helped pray Esther here to America. And through us falling in love with you and Uganda, and my husband originally going on a missions trip there, now God is exploding a ministry, something only He could do there in Uganda. So Esther, what do you think about your future and what you want to do?
About my future, me being here and having more and knowing that I have people here that care about me, education that I never had in Uganda, food and everything. After this, after high school, I want to go to school and study world missions. I want to study world missions because I want to be able to go back to Uganda and help other people.
Wow, even your name just describes a destiny for such a time as this. So Diana, share your God story about how Esther.
Yeah, let's just take you back. We're going to take you back a few years, because this was in my heart back in 2003 when you were only 4 years old, and I never knew you. But I had this journal right here, and this was something that I picked up because God put something in my heart back then, and I wrote in here. And it was just absolutely amazing to go back. I'm so thankful that my mother taught me how to journal, because you can see the handprints of God throughout it. I know, we're good. But in here, I even wrote, it's hard for me to say this, but God has put in my heart the desire for one more child. But this child would not be formed in my belly, but grow from another's. I've been given the desire to adopt or foster. And it's even scary to put that in writing. And it's so neat to see that through here. And I don't even talk like that. That's as funny as that how I wrote that. But it did. And I go back, and you know what? I went to my husband and I thought he's going to be so excited. And he wasn't. Because he was looking out for my heart and looking out, and he said it was time. But I knew that God would never give me something and not give my husband something the same thing. And I really thought maybe God just wanted my yes. Because sometimes I think he wants to know we will say yes. So He had my full yes.
Yeah.
And so just kind of prayed. And then later, you came along. How did you first come to America?
Well, I first came to America in a choir from Uganda. Mm-hmm. We traveled around for 9 months, and we danced and sang at churches. We praised God. And after that, I never thought I would be back here. Like, I never thought of that. But God is so amazing. Somehow I'm here now with a great family, friends, and everything I never imagined to have. And I'm so thankful for that.
I remember before you went back to Uganda, I got this picture right here. And it's the most sweetest picture, because I felt that night God say, get a picture with Esther. And I thought, well, why? Because she's not coming back, but I did it anyway. And you know what? This is my ultrasound picture. What does that picture mean to you now?
This picture means a lot to me. I have a scar right here, as you can see in the picture. Oh, right here in person. And my dad right here has the same one. And that's such a God thing. When Mom told me about that, I was like, oh my gosh, wow, this was meant to be.
So many God stories. So we are so thankful that you're here. You are part of our family forever.
Always.
And we love it that Uganda is such part of our family and your family. So through that, Jennifer, what has birthed from the Legacies of Miracles?
Well, what's amazing is the idea of you being a part of Legacies and Miracles and to be able to give back out of all that God has done for us, for you, to give back and to make a difference through your life. We found a ministry in 2010, and it's just been amazing what God has done. But it wasn't until my husband, Mr. Pat, went to Uganda and fell in love with this place there. He literally felt this presence of God there. Mr. Pat's going there on a missions trip the next year in 2013. It's mud huts, nothing's barely there. They had to walk miles for water, everything like that. And now we have 5 education buildings. We have a boys' dorm, a girls' dorm that sleeps 300. Many of the children were sleeping in the dirt. Now we're feeding the children, nearly 500 children every day, 3 meals a day, and providing a Christian education that they otherwise wouldn't have. So we're just excited to join God in what He's doing, because when you give God the best yes, whoa, He'll blow you away. He does beyond what we could ever ask or imagine. So we're thankful for the future, where God has plans to prosper us and not to harm us, plans to give us a hope and a future.
Well, we'd love for you to be a part of Legacies and Miracles, to be part of the mission of God to bring His glory to His name in Uganda and here in America. So if you'd like more information, go to legaciesanmiracles.org.